Lester, I didn't warn you, but here is the warning now. Are you able to handle? Are you able to put forth an effort back to back in special episodes? You know what special episodes are. They are the ones that include the words extravaganza and spectacular, because we just finished the Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk episode 39. Halloween special, extravaganza, spectacular. And we are going right into Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk episode 40, anniversary special, extravaganza, spectacular. I can see it in your eyes. You're clearly not ready.
What the hell is this?
I speak jive.
Will you stop?
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
They think they got the answers. I change the questions.
You don't like it? We don't care.
What a dumb thing to do. I bet you wouldn't have done anything like this if Mom and Dad were here.
A recognized symbol of excellence in
dramatic comedy. Friends, welcome in to another very special episode. I'm not the bicycle man, it's Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
You are entering the Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk episode 40 anniversary special extravaganza spectacular. Shall we do the wall particulars? Let me swing this. Kaboom. Good coffee is always free. John Riddell, living legend. Kurt Cobain, what's up, buddy? Can Connection, single greatest tag team walking the earth today, along with my partner Jason Nupp over at the King of YouTube. Self-explanatory. Happy 40. The pen is taped in the 4, so I don't play with it. Below the 40 is, of course, the Honorary Academy Award for all-around greatness from the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences. The mustache was creeping over the lips. Hat or quote of the week? What would you like first? I'm gonna go with the hat. Lester, we're gonna go with the hat. And dare I say that it matches the ensemble? Goddamn right it does. Folks, it's the Brampton and District Men's Dart League 1959 to 1984. Okay, friends? Lester, we're matching. Not we, me. You're not matching. Okay? The quote of the week, shall we get to it, please, and thank you. On the shoulder it rests. Episode 31. Read along with me. This isn't a big major production, although in your hearts it is, and in my mind it is. That's from episode 31. We're gonna throw it up. We got room here. Boom. That you like? I failed to mention the. I'm gonna get. Hold on, guys. You got to know what that's called. Hold on, 1 second. Fringe backdrop. Okay, guys? That's from the dollar store, and I'm not gonna tell you that I paid $1.25 for it. Ha-ho! All right, Lester. That is correct. Guys, the commemorative Dr. Zeus tumbler has to take a back seat. Okay? That's good. That's it. There it is. That's it right there. Listen in. It's the 40th. Oh, that's a singular. You remember these bad boys. It's been a while, but as you know, we only celebrate the anniversary on the 10s. I haven't said that joke, I believe, since the 20th, and it's the 40th. Yes. 2 ceremonial first sips for the 40th. Let's get to what I have planned today. I believe, now, I've been getting ahead of myself with you, the friends. I have been posting when these episodes are dropping, and I have gone past the deadline. I don't like to do that to my friends, so I shall not any longer. I will not put up a premiere date for an episode. All we're gonna say, and we'll say it here and now, is this will be up before Sunday night this week. And if you're watching this, it's already up, so why am I telling you now? Guys, I'm gonna post it. Lester, I used my head there. I put it together nicely, okay? What do we have planned? That's what I'm getting to. Montages, okay? It is Tuesday in the afternoon, so we're early in the filming process. And Lester and I, we put together montages for the anniversary. We didn't for the 30th because while I was away at Earl Row, you got some montages there, so we have to catch up, Lester. That includes episode 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay? And when we do them in the anniversary show, we do them in installments of 3, okay? Am I gonna get those done in time for the before Sunday night premiere? I'm hoping, with Lester's help and his guidance, by kneading my muscles from behind in a back massage-like maneuver, we will bring the montages to you, all 9 of them. Okay? Driving with Colin, it's still on the back. I haven't even set up the camera yet, guys. Sometimes if I don't know technology, I'm a little pensive, okay? I'm a little apprehensive, double. But we're gonna get to that. But it's the 40th and we're gonna have a fun time. This one's gonna be a long one, especially with the montages. But again, guys, let me tell you, I'm trying not to say again, so let's do a count throughout the episode. Guys, don't. You don't have to watch it all at once, okay? If it is a longer episode, watch it in chunks. I only give you 1 episode a week, so you have a whole week to watch it. Have I forgot to mention the extra large as it's peering me in the face? Let me open up the nipple. Perfect temperature, 2 milks, no sugar, no sweetener. Okay, again, the flute. Lester, I say we start it. I say we get it going because I've done the wall particulars, we've done the horn, we've done the quote, I've done the ceremonial 2 sips. It's time to start the show.
Macho Man going up to the top. Look out below.
Friends, it's beginning. Is that how the pros do it? Is that how they hold their flutes? Lester, am I doing this correctly? Yeah, there it is. Guys, it's time for 5 from the collection. You know, cassettes, Davids. It's the 40th. It's Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
Power karate. Hunks with hats. Tai Chi for arthritis. Stretching to the classics. Guys, when I don't hit record and stop and hit record and hit stop, keep the arm going, Colin. It's a pleasurable experience for both my producer Lester and myself. It allows me to know that the train is going down the track and that everything is going according to plan. Although early in the filming, we're off to a good start, guys. It's time for the VHS, and we're gonna go right into it with Invasion of the Flesh Hunters. Okay, folks? John Saxon stars in this horrific thriller of ex-GIs carrying a cannibalistic curse home to the States. Years after the end of the Vietnam War, a group of veterans are haunted by the memories of their days as prisoners of the Viet Cong. They are starved and tortured until they turn to cannibalism. Now, years later, strange nightmares, sudden blackouts, and cravings for raw meat are slowly driving the same men into an insane fury that even death cannot stop. The wicked curse is taking hold. So, if you think you've seen it all, think again. Thank you very much. Godzilla versus Mothra. Self-explanatory. You can't go wrong with giant monsters from Japan, okay? You guys know the drill, and I collect them. I believe this is an early Trauma release. Fat guy goes nutzoid. All right? This is 1986. Those more experienced trauma fans will be telling me, yes, it's an early one, or no, Colin, they'd been releasing stuff before that, so tell me. The Ewok Adventure. I am not for certain, I could be for certain, that this is perhaps worth a couple of dollars in the VHS format. No, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, it's just, you guys know, it's the Ewok Adventure from George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and it's on the VHS, okay? We're reading the first and last, like when you get an apartment, first and last month's rent. Guys, it's Blood Beast Terror. And let me go into the extensive written description of this motion picture. I shall begin now. A ravishing psycho fiend with the diabolical power to turn into a giant death's head vampire feasts on the blood of her lovers before clawing them to death. That's it. And that's all you need to know. That was the VHS. These are the DVDs. Guys, is it Star Crash in a 2-disc special edition release starring the Hoff? It's David Hasselhoff. There is no way that I can shorten this man's legacy to 1 syllable. 2 syllables if you count the. It's David Hasselhoff, people. Prepare yourself for a vintage sci-fi adventure film you will never forget as the sultry Stella Star and her alien sidekick Acton team up with robot lawman Ellie on a high adventure to save the universe. It's a cosmic mashup of daring escapes, wild special effects, beautiful women in sexy space bikinis, and non-stop action on a dozen alien worlds. Roger Corman presents the ultimate European space opera, a colorful and dazzling chase through the galaxy that will blast you through the blackness of 100 million nights. Okay? Guys, we've talked about her a lot, and we're gonna continue to talk about her. Guys, it's Pam Grier, okay? It's Foxy Brown. It's the most famous of the Pam Grier motion pictures. Dare I say it, sealed. Sealed, guys. And Soul Cinema, I don't have to mention it continuously because you've already learned. But, Lester, I hear you, okay? There are new viewers all the time. Guys, new viewers, Pam Grier, Soul Cinema, Foxy Brown. If you don't have it, you need it. Pauly Shore really thought this guy was cool back in the day. I'm not gonna lie. Not Johnny Depp cool, but odd cool, okay? It's son-in-law, it's Pauly Shore, it's a guy from The Sandlot, the freckle guy. Saw this in theaters. Lester, they care. I know they do. You may think they don't, but they do. Friends, you care that I saw this in theaters, right? Okay. One of, if not the worst sequel in the world, Smokey and the Bandit Part 3 is a close second. Actually, I'm gonna put Smokey and the Bandit Part 3 above this in horrific sequels. Guys, it's Cannonball Run 2, okay? Thank you very much. I would like to mention though, although it's horrible, they were able to get Bigfoot as well as Frank Sinatra, okay? Also, my man, the smartest man in the room when you were watching Match Game, you're going to the top right tier, and you know who I'm talking about? CNR, guys, Charles Nelson Riley. He's in Cannonball Run 2, close personal friend of Burt Reynolds. You don't sleep on Charles Nelson Riley. The guy's hilarious. You just gotta watch and listen. Art Carney, St. Helens. Can you tell how much I paid for it? I'm not giving anything away. The secret is, it's still sealed. Lester, I'm gonna have to stop production because the voice is getting louder. And ho-ho, you know. I can feel it.
I can feel the power. Yes. Yeah.
Guys, we're back. St. Helens, Art Carney. It was the dawn on a day in early March that Mount St. Helens, the 9,977 foot-high Jewel of the Cascades first signaled its slow awakening. After 123 years of silence, it all begins with a series of earthquakes that rock the mountain's core. Later, the local sheriff, I was going to say Art Carney, but that's not the sheriff. The sheriff is Tim Thomerson, reports other ominous portents. A young geologist, David Johnston, still not Art Carney, that's David Huffman, arrives the following day, realizes the danger, and is appalled by the blatant disregard for human life. He befriends Harry Truman, not the former president. Guys, Harry Truman is Art Carney, the feisty, colorful owner of the Lodge of Spirit Lake. The sheriff tries to calm everybody's fears, but the commercial concerns of tourism and lumber far outweigh any fear of an exploding volcano. Guys, I'm ready to unwrap this and watch it. Lester, I know what you're thinking because I'm feeling it. I'm on fire, and it's just the start of Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 40, anniversary special, Extravaganza Spectacular.
Powerful guy, Adonis. Can't take anything away from him. He's got the speed and agility as well.
Lester, another anniversary show. Continuing to move forward, our fourth. That's right. I just counted them again. 10, 20, 30, 40. Lester, it's our fourth, and each one of them, including this very episode, the fourth. Cheryl has wanted to make an appearance, I know, but much like the 10th, I got some eye snot in my eye. Guys, pushing forward. Much like the 10th, the 20th, and the 30th, Cheryl is handcuffed by her hours at the food barn. The friends know, Lester. They know. What else do they know? You're not asking, I'm telling you. What else do they know is this. They know that Cheryl, if she could break loose from the chains, from the handcuffs, that is the food barn, she would. And she would be welcome, either right next to me or perhaps upon my lap for the 40th. But Lester, she can't be here, and we know that. It's okay. It's okay. She's in our hearts, as she always is, week by week. But she's got a message. I know she does. She wants the friends to know exactly what these glasses are hanging from her bosom.
You have no idea who knows me. I'm not the rancher. I got marbles here. I have 2 boobs, not 6. Do you know you have scratchy toilet paper? See this bag right here? This man right here? You guys have put this man through hell and back, and he's not doing very well. You get a pass. You get a pass. You, when you came to my job site, you should have been speaking to me, not that scabs that you were speaking to. And I can't see. Is that Roy? Okay. Now, why did I take these off? Because I can't see. So the ones here, okay, are prescription, and I don't want to see who you are.
Friends, Lester to my right, your left. We're not doing that again. I'm hoping I'm right first time. Has been bugging me relentlessly to get to the first set of montage clips covering the best of Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 31, 32, and 33. To stop his pestering, I will show that now. Welcome, it's episode 31, and not just episode 31, but episode 31. You heard it in the theme, episode 31. We're keeping it. It's a bit, guys, and you gotta play along. New thing we're gonna do, here it comes. That was a little, almost like a Jabba the Hutt sound. Anything extra to make this an actual thing, because what the hell is this? We have hats. It's 11:15 at night, and I am filming the entire episode in one evening. I am 45 years old. I am sitting in a poker room with nobody but myself, and of course Lester. And I'm staring into a camera wearing a hat that says Barry Rental. Guys, it's gonna be a tug of war, a push and pull the whole episode as I as they say, go to war with the 1980s Barry Rental Inc. hat. The dollar drinks are not a thing anymore at McDonald's, and I will not pay $4 for a large drink. Are you kidding? The program really, as they say in the industry, pops. Johnny and I got in a fight with a guy working at Costco. Not really a fight, we yelled at him. Quote, Vanilla Ice, nevermore, I want to feel like a hero. We're gonna have to see at what point in the episode Carlton interrupts the program to let you know, as a friend, as a viewer, as a legend, because I'm the hero. We're all Devo. Do I have to answer? The answer is yes. Fights people while in a chair. Pam Grier. I don't have to tell you about Pam Grier. Pam Grier. There's only one reason why you would be blushing. I've dropped my pants. I am in a bit of a conundrum.
Detective Chad Barrett, badge number 1101. You have a problem with what's going on. You call him.
Excuse my vulgarity. Pam Grier. I'm perilous. I'm not perilous. You guys know the motto on this show. Say it with me. Push forward. This isn't a big major production, although in your hearts it is, and in my mind it is.
I can feel the power.
Appetite for Destruction is a solid album. Then Axl's mind thought he was Freddie Mercury times 1,000 with an Elton John ego. Hi, Axl. Where's Axl? Hi, Axl. In the constellation of Taurus. He has large pictures of them in my recording studio, and sometimes when I look at this picture, I am inspired to compose a kind of music which is very different from anything I have ever heard or composed before. An earpiece that I don't really have on, but I'm making it look like I have an earpiece that you talk to me in. Lester, what's that? Lester, we don't need to use earpieces if you're standing over there, so let's kill that bit. I don't have an earpiece, nor will I ever have an earpiece. Lester, I'm talking to you right now. Friends, I don't know where that got us, but it probably just means I haven't complained, which I haven't, about those out there.
How to talk to your drugs about kids.
Johnny measured the crotch and we went to the other Walmart.
Purple burglar alarm.
The greatness of the Diet Coke simmers down. A man hand. Did I just make up a word? It shows the comfortability. I can belch and I can cough in front of them. And that's why you love me. Inside car, if go outside, then put wash code. Folks, I'm wordless.
You're not a king. And you gotta remember that.
Is, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the comedic genius, the most talented product out of Canada in my eyes, John Candy. You guys know SCTV. It's not just a silly name, I was born here, folks.
Magic hand, magic band.
Gorilla Monsoon's pants. Are kids still saying homepage? Lester, what are we doing? Guys, in there it made sense. Lester, what are we doing? You're learning the heart is warm and the tears are sprouting.
Pass me that bit of wood.
You know what that sound is? You are amazed at what just occurred. Shenanigans. I was gonna say shenanigans or shenanigans, and then it just got convoluted. Behind me while I was and as you know, I like a tight collar because I'm a stickler for perfection. We already said hello, but the friends want to say hello as well. Friends, let them hear it. Why would you complain when you know the effort I go through to bring this greatness to you? You would never complain, would you? Driving with Canada, but I'd like to finish. No, they know that in this cup of McDonald's lovely coffee and the commemorative Dr. Seuss tumbler, in both of these is the magic substance that enters me and brings joy to them. This one is going to be a bit better because it hasn't taken me an hour to get into the groove, as I call it, or I've never called it, but I'm calling it now. Guys, I'm in the groove. Lester, You know it. That sounded weird. I'm in the groove. And I don't think I need to tell you the title. There is no tomorrow. I'm a wench.
I'm a wench.
It's the late 80s and my man Lester is taking in a matinee showing of the seminal comedic classic Funny Farm starring Chevy Chase.
See, you people need me. I don't need you. What's this ballot say? It says destroy Cheetos bunch.
He's celebrating a birthday today, folks. John Riddell, the living legend, has turned 83 years young today. So let's just take a moment. Lester, a round of applause. Full title. Let's do it again. I really want to do it again. The Stair Climber Plus Total Body Workout Stair Stepping Aerobic Workout video with Bruce Jenner and Brenda Dygraff. Sneeze approaching. Self-motivation, freedom from sugar. This time it's the self-motivation, an inner talk subliminal audio program, Karate. Now, am I to assume that if I go to sleep and I put the headphones on and I listen when I wake up in the morning, am I a black belt?
And your kids die too.
What kind of air fresheners do we need? What do they do? The poof poof. The poof poof ones. Kitchen knives are $3, but steak knives are $1. Now, I know that if one of them was there, you'd probably know that it says sale. But when two of them are side by side, you say to yourself, Sasalili.
Friends of mine who go to the university said that was rotten. And I thought that wasn't right.
Friends, the pen just fell, but we're gonna push forward. Friends, I think it's safe to say that we're both falling in love together.
His and hers bathrooms.
No.
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Don't ever give up, because your nonsense touches. Episode title. Getting together the episode, cobbling it together. Stop saying cobbling, stop saying caffeine. Start the whole thing again. And we can't have that. You cannot, shouldn't, wouldn't, can't, I won't have it that way.
Nasty.
We got a little bit of bounce there. Getting ready to bounce. Remember that song? What was that song? Brooklyn Bounce? Get ready to bounce. You remember that?
Get ready to bounce.
It's time for Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 34. Arnott Construction Limited, Collingwood, Ontario. Let me finish, Colin. Interrupting myself. Will a man of my stature label his own brand of comedy? Could he be that full of himself where he has the audacity to tell you how he sees his own brilliance? Coca-Cola Classic or anything associated with that is not happening. Melanie Shatner? Could that possibly
And I'm gonna be
any relation to...
as a kite by the
Kevin Blair, Denise Duff, Lee Majors too, get it right, Colin, with a mean mustache.
So am I gonna say thank you? No. But those little babies are watching me. And they want those chicken fingers without the SWAT team.
Let's get him again. Wow, wicked.
Harry, conservation is the only key to help people. Conservation is the only key to help people get away from the problem. The only problem is we all take it for granted.
A voracious reader. You've already read that one, Dad. You've already read that one. If you look at Dave Thomas, he has no lips. He's wearing swim shoes in public. You didn't know how to reverse before the camera. You never reversed before the camera. And now you have the camera, and you want to reverse at a goddamn snail's pace.
You're supposed to respect a person, and you're supposed to honor a person. That's what I was taught. And I was taught with the Bible. And that's all I have to say.
Do you have the Passion of the Christ on the DVD or the cassette?
Highly unlikely. Tim Hortons, are you listening? Lester, me and you both, where do I want you to gain the most knowledge? Safety! Or perhaps accused of murder? I would want them to know.
Mahogany is murder. Don't buy it.
Belch coming. Yabba. And Yabba Dabba Doo, what you gonna do, Macho Man, wild on you. Guys, that was the toasted bacon. Dad, would you like a bite?
I've decided I'm going to taste this famous bagel with cheese on it.
Okay. I would say the bit was probably an epic failure.
British beefcake in a whole heap of trouble.
Friends, I disappointed you for the Halloween special, but I have redeemed myself this week for the Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's episode 40 anniversary special Extravaganza Spectacular in the thrift store pickup department. Merely the introduction, but there is a plentiful amount. Plentiful might not be the word. There's more than one CD over there. It's going to be over here. You're about to see it now. John Dote Hit. Dote Hit? John Dote Hit. John Dote Hit. Dote Hit. John DeHurt. Friends, the hat is that. There it is. That's it, right? But there it is. Guys, to the left, we're going to start with the lone game this week. Casino from Peter Nagy and Sons, printed and manufactured in Canada. So those in America probably have never seen this, nor will they ever. It's kind of a Monopoly ripoff, but you can play roulette and craps and blackjack while buying properties. I don't know, but it was $3 and I collect the board games. Something for the show. I know a lot of times I buy things for the show and then never use them for the show. You guys remember the light? Haven't used that for the show, but we're going to use this for the show. It is letters, guys. It's letters that are stickers, and you can make your own posters. So you are definitely going to bet that Colin will be making a poster that could hang in the background. Could we have a new poster weekly as I use up the letters, or do I do one poster forever? You're gonna have to wait and see, because I probably won't even do it. I might. One VHS, AKA cassette, get your back in shape. And who, I hear you, who is gonna get your back in shape? Hamilton Hall, MD. Look at that kisser. Is that Bert Convey from Win, Lose, or Draw? It's not. It's Hamilton Hall, MD. The CDs, Lupe Fiasco, The Cool, Weird Al Yankovic. You can't sleep on Weird Al. The guy's hilarious. I had all his tapes as a child, and I don't have any of his CDs, and I'm running out of artists to collect because the CDs I'm looking to encounter, you never see in the thrift store. All of Kiss's backlog, you never see Kiss. This is Weird Al Yankovic, Bad Hair Day. Weird Al Yankovic, the Much Music TV album, only available in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. So you envious American Weird Al fans, Weird Al Yankovic, Alapalooza. Okay, now getting into the disco. I do love the disco, and these are Disco Nights Volume 1, and they are from a Canadian French radio station. So I'm really hoping these are in English, but they're listed in English. So that's Volume 1, that's Volume 2, that's Volume 3, and that's Volume 4. And each one of them has 20 songs. And I'm hoping all 20 are on there, and it's not just a master mix of snippets of the songs. I'm hoping for complete songs, because that would be 80 disco songs. And there's guaranteed to be one in there where I say, oh, hey, I remember that. This is another one. This is a 25-pack. Sorry, this is a 30-pack of songs where I really don't think they're all going to be, I think it's because I see it's a montage, realize, parlay, DJ Alan Bork. So we're looking at snippets, but don't fret, Colin, or friends, because as long as there's a snippet, you know what the song is and you can download it from the internet. Guys, it's okay. It's okay. Blu-rays, Dead Poets Society, Robin Williams. Oh, Captain, my Captain. It came from the desert. Little sci-fi B-movie. The Xbox Series X game, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, $1. In addition to The Crew Motorfest for the Xbox One, $1. And NCIS Los Angeles, Season 10. I know you guys are probably saying, Colin, you don't strike me as an NCIS Los Angeles type guy, but at some point I've been to a thrift store and seasons 1 to 5 were $2 each and I had to buy them, so now you gotta get the rest of them. Have I watched any episodes? Guys, you know the answer to that. I don't have to tell you. We are moving into the electronic apparatuses portion of the thrift store pickup, the 6-in-1 action camera accessory kit. This comes with the suction cup mount, the head mount, the 1/4 tripod adapter mount, the universal 1/4 to-go pro mount adapter, and the travel pouch. But you're saying to yourself, Colin, I didn't know you had a GoPro. I don't. I have an Adventure HD cam. So when I'm adventuring out there, hiking, rappelling, perhaps rock climbing, I'll have the Adventure HD camera with me and you'll come along for the adventure. Highly doubtful, but I will be wearing this at some capacity, perhaps to interview shop owners at Westdale Mall. That's an idea that's just a nugget in my head. And perhaps it will blossom faster than driving with Colin. It's on the back burner, but at least it's on the stove. Guys, it's coming. That was a dramatic turn. Guys, that was this week's thrift store pickup for the 40th.
Look at this maneuver by Steamboat.
Friends, we're in the digital age. I think you know that. It's the 40th, okay? And being in the digital age, it's all about graphics. It's all about high definition. It's all about 4K. It's all about 8K. It's all about 42K, okay? But what could be lost in the digitized age could be the importance of a good story, okay? You don't need high quality. You don't need bells and whistles. You don't need crystal clear color, okay? This is in black and white, so. The quality doesn't matter is what I'm telling you folks. Get your minds out of 42K and bring it back to 240p black and white pixelation. But remember, look into it. Look into the quality and find the story. That must be told. Prime example would be this. Lester, friends, it's time for Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk Episode 40 Anniversary Special Extravaganza Spectacular Hard-Hitting News Clip of the Week.
Done something that is very good.
He was murdered.
But now he's dead.
Reach out to the man who died.
Do the math.
Your mama, she's for free and everybody knows it.
Welcome back to Cable Pulse 24, and standing in that giant queue, Irshad Manju, standing by with a look at some of the stories coming up on the Q Files. Irshad? Oh my God. We will be right back with Irshad in just a moment.
Friends, with Halloween in the rearview mirror, John Riddell was giving out the candy to the little kiddies in the neighborhood. And how many people rang the Riddell estate doorbell? I'm going to tell you one. A group of 6. Okay? 6 people came for trick or treat. treats at the Riddell estate this year, and John Riddell handed them out. It's the only thing I could think of to introduce this week's clip of John Riddell, living legend for the 40th.
How much is in butter? How much is in butter? How much is in butter?
Oh, hey there. Friends, Colin from Canada. When John and I were at Costco, he bought the chocolate-flavored inserted croissants and left the container on the toaster oven. Friends, I come to you at bended knee. Not really, I'm sitting in a desk chair. The 40th, not just any 40th. What 40th, Lester? Do I, should I, can I, will I did. Going to, now. Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 40, anniversary show, Extravaganza, spectacular. I'm lacking. Folks, you know, week after week after week, I don't learn. As you guys learn, I am not. The photos, friends, you know. Is it because I'm apprehensive because only half my phone camera works? You understand what that means? We've already been over it. But I've found 5 from the archives and from the phone to present to you now on the 40th. Let's go through my camera roll. Dry cleaning movies, mushrooms on toast. Just a couple of horses' asses. Electric pressure cooker, urinating. Passion fruit chest cake, Charles Barkley. Friends, I will not take away from the happy 40, so we're gonna over there. It's under control. Photo number 1. Next door neighbor's front lawn, and we have the rabbits around town, around the Riddell estate and into the next door neighbors, and he's just straight lounging, spread out on all fours, just lounging. Not a care in the world. Photo number 2. Colin from Canada, a few lbs lighter. This is over 10 years ago. An old Halloween costume. Should I have shown this in last week's episode? Perhaps the Halloween episode? That would have been better, Lester. I know, but I didn't. So here it is. Old school B-boy. They're gonna get better, I promise. Photo number 3. This guy, saw him in the Value Village years ago. Bears a striking resemblance to the Russian fighter from Street Fighter II, Zangief. Can we get a side-by-side? I know my lookalikes, guys. Am I right? Photo number 4. When you are in this particular mall, which I cannot remember the name of, and you are renting a stroller for probably an astronomical price, do not put child in bag. He goes in the front of the stroller. He does not go in the bag. Finally, let's finish it off with photo number 5. Guys, it's the ethnic supermarket. The ethnic supermarket. For those of you looking to visit the ethnic supermarket, that's in Guelph, Ontario. Perhaps you laughed at some point.
Look at the strength of Big John Studd.
Lester, talk to me. Yeah. Okay. Friends, look at this thing. What's that? It's a 1984 tag. That's not what Lester said. I'm getting to it. Pushing forward. Lester has informed me that Ray can't be thinking about the 40th. It is an important moment in his life. He will celebrate privately, but he has pressing matters on his mind. They're accusing my man Ray of not really receiving correspondence via a letter from the federal attorney general. It's not vocalized, but you can feel the tension. Lester's gonna prove it. He's gonna bring the letter in, but not before he insults an absent city councilman. Folks, the zero fell. It's time for Ray.
Raymond Lyman, ridiculous. You calling me a liar? Well, I ain't gonna think about suing the city. Raymond Lyman, ridiculous. You calling me a liar? Well, I ain't gonna think about suing the city. And I will get a copy from the library, and I will show our hack of a...
Oh, no. Raymond, you cannot say that.
Friends, once more, Lester has come a-calling and summoned me to present to you part 2 of the Best of Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk montages. This time we are covering episodes 34, 35, and 36. Please enjoy that montage that begins now. Lester, there's nothing I can't say to you in front of the friends that I won't say to the friends in front of you, or I can't say to the friends saying to you that you can't see what I'm saying to the friends. You know what I'm saying. Friends, Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 34. Abysmal. JB Peddler Limited. Let us begin. I cannot go into any more details, not that I've given any details yet, but I'm not going into any more on top of the ones I haven't gotten into already. No more. Badminton aficionados. I think something is connecting with my brain and my heart and my funny bone.
You can feel it.
Is that a guy in makeup wearing women's clothing being choked by one man and threatened with a Bic lighter by the other? Presidential limousines. It's meatballs. Perhaps the people that appear on this show have become part of your family, as they have mine.
Only person in this whole effing state that can call in a National Guard is that bald-headed governor you got.
Okay. We must learn the terms, the words, the expressions. We must know what they mean to protect ourselves.
Do you know I have been? Do you know do you know we've got people? Do you know all of them? Do you know I'd say by and do you know they get lots of things out of it? Do you know I believe, do you know they came last night?
When we moved to States in 2001, we found 34 tins of Campbell's tomato soup in the basement. I will not.
Hello, how are you? Who you doing, laddie?
Okay. Lackadaisical. Lester, I can judge myself, okay? To raise it up.
You raise me up.
That's like me going somewhere to play poker in my Corolla and the blinds are 1 cent, 2 cent. Excuse me, guys, I'm sorry. Am I? Elton John's Flower Fantasies.
Who's the liar now?
Was a father ever portrayed more accurately than Dan Lauria as Jack Arnold? I'm waiting.
Having a mold?
Roll it!
Tuna fishing.
Excedrin headache number 35.
I am a real American.
Vernacular.
Main dans la main, cœur contre cœur, avec vous, petit ami.
Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 34. I told Mick Foley Pete Rose died. I think I'm as interesting as repeats of Full House. Lester, we are looking pretty, and when I say we, I mean me. Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 35. Let us begin. Crockford's Insurance, Dundalk, Ontario. Nobody brake checks someone for doing nothing. Always remember that when you are watching those videos. Cold in my hand and warm in my heart, my lips, tongue, and throat await. I, at times, will voice my opinion when people choose to go with a certain style. I will shoot them down in a blaze of glory. I do not control the Carlton caffeine. Colin, I do not control the Colin. I think it's got to go up now.
You can feel it.
Hood Rats 2.
That lady built a cemetery in a year and a half.
How can I be funny with a stomach full of burger? And can we get a shot of her? You bet we can. How to survive and get out alive. Wood heating. Your newsman or newswoman needs to be ready for any type situation.
Are receding. It's going to be quite a while.
Hand beans and sausage rolls.
There's mom in the background thinking that dad's stealing her thunder with the conversational Scottish. Who is he? We don't know. If you want to succeed, be different. Guys, it's Flesh Guzzler. You tell me if that's toasted. Tim Hortons, get the head out of your own anuses.
Okay, Ray, let's. Hey, I have a right to speak. What?
Huck, you want to say hi to all your fans out there?
Experience is what you have left over after you pulled a boner.
Plentiful. Perhaps in abundance. I want my beard back. I want my beard back. Maybe a dingo ate your baby. If you're getting it, you're getting it. And I think you know it's something. Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 36. Pull the strings. Pull the string. Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
Simply put, the camera is directed at this enormous pale cranium and the man that cannot grow a beard. Getting a little nipply out. That's from Christmas Vacation. We're wearing the... Hello? The gears are already moving. Throw it up now.
You can feel it.
Where was my head at? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? No Spinell is Gazzo. Take her to the zoo.
Take it to the zoo.
Cannot insult Gazzo like that. Gazzo has lips. This man doesn't. Backfield in motion. Lee Majors 1, aka Lee Majors Part 1. Okay? My professionalism lives and breathes here.
So if you can't come on my job and pass a piss test, you best get off my job.
Lester, you don't know anything about alterations to garments, Cat TV, Kathy Lee, Feel Fit and Fabulous workout. Young people ask, how can I make real friends? I tried.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Let's show the viewers what we found. Some duct tape. And there's Pixie. You're gonna love this. Furnace air filters. 410 pegs. Between Monday and Thursday, we're opening at 3:30 p.m. and we're closing at 1:29 in the morning. God, I gotta... We're not stopping. I got a bit of a tickle in my throat, pushing forward.
In the Constitution, you could speak as long as you want.
Windy City Heat.
Name an invention that has replaced stairs.
The wheel.
The lane you are merging into, it is not their job to let you in. They have to continue their speed and you have to merge with them. Glad I retired. This is a dusty milk crate filled with pirated Indian movies from the Indian grocery food store that used to be here. Why didn't we get rid of them? I have no clue. Guys, it's the Muppet Lab with beaker and gorilla detector. I thought, let's raise it up.
You raise me up.
I'm apprehensive. Have you guys ever had a good frozen pizza? You go to the well one too many times. Gorilla Monsoon, thank you very much. I'm a clapping seal.
Real bad man.
Leave me wordless. I believe we've already tried that joke, but we're going back to the well again and again. Gorilla, I thank you. Wordless. To describe the feeling inside on the precipice.
Get your hand off my penis! Busted the huckster wide open!
Friends, hello. It's me, Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
It's time for the Deep Cut Deep Dive, but first the introduction to the Deep Cut Deep Dive. That was the introduction. Lester didn't know what clips to take from the Deep Cut Deep Dive, so instead Colin from Canada is singing over this bumper. I assure you, this is real. Friends, welcome to the swimming pool. Come on in, the water's warm. It's time for the Deep Cut Deep Dive, and let me bring forth to you another documentary that you perhaps have never heard of. The title of this documentary is Dark Days from the year 2000. Directed by Mark Singer, that's the only movie he's ever done, as I did some research prior to hitting the old red button there. It is a documentary about the people who live underneath New York City in the train tunnels, whether they are still in use or abandoned. Otherwise known as the Mole People. I'm sure they didn't give themselves that name, but there's a book by the same title. I'll throw it up right now. There was an episode of Jerry Springer, but this is the definitive. This is what you want to watch. It's called Dark Days, documentary, hour 20 minutes, shot in black and white, soundtrack done by DJ Shadow. The music alone is just amazing. I'll put the best track in the description. I'll put the trailer in the description. Lester, guess what? Yes, that's right. It's available on the YouTube. If you don't mind Spanish subtitles during the entire film, it's on YouTube. Could you find it elsewhere? I'm not too sure, haven't done the research, but you can, so I don't have to. It's on YouTube. Hope you don't mind Spanish subtitles like I just said. Guys, it focuses on, I believe, 5 to 6 different people who live in the actual tunnel, and you kind of see their home, for lack of a better word, or what they've been able to build underground. To my knowledge, although I don't know how I would know this, not a lot of them are still in the tunnels. I believe they were swept out because this documentary happened 25 years ago. But if you get a chance to get a hold of the DVD, it does a follow-up on each one of the people that he meets in the documentary to see where they are now. I don't know if that's on YouTube. You're going to have to. But if you want that part of it and you actually want a copy of the movie, you guys know, okay? You know where to reach me. Guys, that's it. That's all I really have to say. The deep dive doesn't have to be long. It just has to be good. And everything on Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk episode 40 anniversary show, Spectacular Extravaganza, Extravaganza Spectacular, is good. That was the deep dive.
Look at the speed of the Dynamite Kid. He's moving quick as lightning.
Friends, when the inevitable game show Hall of Fame is erected, there should be one man in there first. There's some debris on my arm. There should be one man inducted first. And I think all of you can agree that that man is Bob Barker. And as I say this, I'm wondering if there is a game show Hall of Fame. Because that's just something crazy that might actually exist. But if there isn't, but there will be one at some point, Bob Barker first. It's time for the clip of the week.
when things aren't going my way.
I'm thinking pasta.
2,500.
Here's the VHS collection.
Your Construction Safety Association.
Our top winner in the showcase is Gay.
Friends. This is the blank page at which I can fill whatever I wish. It's the introduction to the Gorilla Monsoon quote of the week. And let me just start by saying, Lynn Riddell, aka Queen Mother of Canada, will be absent from the Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk Episode 40 anniversary show Extravaganza Spectacular because of a prior engagement. She is on a quilting retreat with her best friend Sheila. So there will be no conversational Scottish this week. But that will make room for all these montages that I'm crowbarring into this episode that's probably going to go for an hour and a half. Guys, it's time for Gorilla Monsoon Quote of the Week.
Did you see that? Couldn't see it from our vantage point. Will you stop? All kinds of pandemonium broken loose here.
Pearl Harbor job.
Look at the size and power of the Ultimate Warrior and the agility.
Friends, as you know, the Muppets have fully taken over the Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk Show and Tell weekly poll and Show and Tell segment. But first, introduction. Show and Tell. Lester, I'm whispering. Delta Force Pizza. Delta Force Pizza. Friends, but first, over to my right, and we look at the standings on a Wednesday into Thursday morning. That's right, guys, it's 12:30 in the AM. We look at the standings after 8 votes. It is a paltry 6 votes to 2 for your champion, Muppet Show Lab with Beaker Figure. If he continues to hold the lead, let's be real, guys. You know what it is. Beaker will be victorious over Muppet Backstage Playset with Rolf Figure. Little saliva's there. Little saliva's shot out. Guys, it's over here now, and it's coming over here. Sticking with the Muppets theme, it's another playset, guys. Let's get a good look here. It's Pigs in Space. I'll read the back while you look at the front. It is the Jim Henson's Muppets. Perhaps I should have read I'll read the side. Yeah, I'll read the side, not the back. We're gonna cut that in the edit. Pigs in Space with First Mate Piggy, interchangeable and removable consoles, swivel chairs, opening doors, working levers, and 6 unique view screens. Let's turn the turntable, which is actually, as you know, an old milk crate filled with bootleg Indian movies. Here we're turning it. There's the back. We got the full description of Miss Piggy there. All the details about First Mate Piggy. Okay, coming back to that side. All right, and then back to the front, if we can kill the glare. Okay, you guys get the gist. It's the Pigs in Space. I thought there was only one playset left, but there's 2 playsets left. So, next week, another one will appear. But first, it's Pigs in Space taking on whoever wins. Let's be real, it'll be Beaker and the Muppet Lab. You guys know what to do. Let's try to enter the double digits again. We're only on the single. Let's try to go to the double. Vote now, folks. Vote now.
Look at the Hulkster go crazy!
Friends, as I mentioned earlier, when I am not recording and stopping and recording, it means the show is going smoothly. Lester, should we? For that, I think we should. That's what I am talking about. So, the good thing about not starting and stopping is a smooth ride, as I just mentioned. The bad thing is the bloopers are not in abundance. They are minuscule, perhaps. We're gonna have to see. They occur right now, and how long is the duration time on those very bloopers? I have no clue. When Lester and I edit, I will, but as of now, I don't. Guys, it's time for the bloopers. What am I doing? Gotta stop saying, What can I tell you? Try again, son. What am I deep in thought up in here? That's here nor there. You are actually laughing? Spectacular. Are accusing Lester. Lester, you weren't there. It was Ray. This really is bugging. The mustache. It's coming for blood. Don't do it. Good coffee. They are living in, yep. And I have hit all the $1984. We need to be Guys? Okay. Lester? Okay.
Look at that awesome physique. Puts Hercules and Rue to shame.
Lester, you may now get off my back because we are winding down the episode and we cannot finish the episode until we fully complete the best of Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk montages. And we are finalizing that project. We are about to present to you the final installment, part 3, if you will, featuring the best of episode 38 and 39. Why no 37? Because it was strictly the best of hard-hitting news. So here you have the best of episode 38 and 39. Lester, you done good, my friend. Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk. This time it's episode 38. It's Yamaha Palmerston Motors 343-2502. If I can keep the world safe, then I have done my job. Here being a 46-year-old man in an empty poker room yelling at you guys. There's a good chance they are women's jeans. Elasticity! Colin from Canada can wear women's jeans. Episode title, imminently. During those 12 minutes of montage greatness.
You can feel it.
Yeah, which one's good? Yeah, which one should I get? Colin from Canada. It's Pam Grier, guys, and it's What a Blast, starring dude, Clockin' Green. That's a belch. We're gonna recognize it.
You know you've lost a baby, but you owe Stephanie Hupp some money. When you address me from now on, it's Mrs. Hellcat. You got that?
Janine Rabbit belly dancing for fun and fitness. The best police training film ever made, Surviving Edged Weapons. Okay, guys?
As a result, it does take quite a long time to make change, even with the best will in the world.
Friends, Colin from Canada. I've lost Johnny, and I have not found a staff member. What will we find first, a staff member or Johnny? I don't know. Jerky maker, which includes the jerky gun and drying rack. He's veering a little to the left, okay?
And talk to the federal attorney general?
That's what the letter told me.
Oh, I thought you said he told you.
Who's dressed for breakfast? Colin from Canada is. Solar shields. Pair of solar shield sunglasses. Solar shield sunglasses. We're at the Beefway. Solar Shield sunglasses. What are these called again? Solar Shield. Solar Shield sunglasses, still on the kisser. Solar Shield sunglasses. Solar Shield sunglasses, honey. Solar Shield sunglasses. Still sporting the Solar Shield sunglasses. And although I'm wearing these Solar Shield sunglasses, protected. Solar Shield.
A lucky box, actually, it contains one piece.
The excellence of execution. Hey, buddy, it's the Swedish chef and his kitchen. Not complain that I have a belly full of chicken fried rice and General Tao chicken, okay? I'm not doing it. And a pork spring roll. There it is.
Welcome to the show. My name is Robert Canedo, and
some months ago, I was here in San Antonio for the dedication.
And if you ever forget which direction you're going, never eat soggy watermelon. Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 39, Halloween Special Extravaganza Spectacular. Do you see what I did there? I wrote blood. So now good blood is always free, okay? Friends, let me tell you something. Those that know, know. So if you know, you don't need to listen. But for those that don't know, you better listen. How do you know if you don't know? If I haven't even started? I don't know, but let's proceed forward. Push forward. You get a better shot of the costume. Lester is dressed up as Marsha Warfield, who portrayed Roz on Night Court. That fell when it was supposed to. It's a creepy ghosty. The dead hate the living, folks. Will your lovely wife Cheryl perhaps be dressing up as Bull Shannon?
Are they coming to the Mrs. Hellcats? No, because she's going to be at the hospital.
Friends, dare I say I've been caught with my panties down. I can feel the caffeine taking over.
You can feel it.
Real bad man.
Okay, that feels good. Lester, that felt good. I'm getting on with it here. I'm bringing myself back to the aforementioned thought that I started over there and will continue to think of as well as speak out my mouth.
We checked with local authorities for the best times to trick or treat because this is Russia.
It's time to find the lighting fixture once and for all. Ooh, a little Milli Vanilli. John Riddell. Whether or not they're funny, Lester, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because I'll make them funny. Are we Scottish and we don't go to the doctor right away? You're goddamn right we don't. Jerry Latman.
Real bad man.
If you can guess who Ray is dressing up as for Halloween this year. Al Dubois? No. Character actor Jack Riley.
In the letter it said, the Constitution outranks the law of the land.
Friends, Colin from Canada, credit card approved.
It was approved.
Under the tutelage of the devious one, Mr. Fuji. The Muppet backstage at the Muppet Show playset with my man, with your man, Rolf.
You are all weirdos.
Guys, if you're driving a car and there's a bike lane to your right and there's a cyclist or electric scooterist in that lane, you don't need to swerve around him. I'm really thinking about the Chinese food. Ordering an extra large coffee at 11 o'clock at night, one of my greatest decisions ever. Lester, do not argue, it was. What's that, Lester? The back burner. That was a screaming whisper. I literally just saw smoke. This is a penny that I found with my friend Jay. So the term evil penny was coined. Get it? Coined?
Choose costumes that are loose, reflective, and fire resistant.
I almost said calamity. I really wanted to say I'll say calamity. Thank you for enjoying. Wow, it's staying.
Macho Man going up to the top. Look out below.
Lester, always. You don't have to say that. I'm glad they didn't hear. Guys, I'm always truthful with you. The friends, the family, both. You guys. I'm always truthful. And I was, before I hit record, and possibly in part right now, am beginning to realize what path or road I'm taking to describe the sponsorship that Lester and I have locked down this week on Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, okay? Men and women are equal in my mind, and I hope they are in yours. Whether they choose a career or not, do they stay at home with the kids, be it the husband or the wife? Either can be the stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad. But to do that, some have to put their career on hold. It is the sacrifice that the mother or father makes to be at home for the child or for the children. And what is the most important thing that the mother or the father at home must have? Is it proper recognition daily that they are doing their part for the family? While one is working, one is at home. That's part of it. But much more than that. They need the food to prepare 3 squares a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They need to make sure that the chores are done. Be it the garbage, be it the laundry, be it the vacuuming, be it the dusting, be it the polishing of the silverware. Those are things that have to get done. Those are things that the stay-at-home mom or the stay-at-home dad needs. But there is something more pressing. There is something possibly above all those things that I have just listed. I'm getting to it because we're approaching 3 minutes. What is the single greatest important necessity that stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad must have in the home on a daily basis, continuing forth until the children are of age, 18 years old? What is it? Lester, can you guess? Lester, you're right. Cable television. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. It's time for this week's sponsor.
You ever had India food?
Will you please stop?
Catch it.
The Empire of Taste. Will you please stop?
Catch it.
The day Molly took her first steps, I was at a meeting. Now I don't go to meetings. I go down to meet the bus. I didn't give up a career. I just chose the right one for me.
You're the one we want to please. Cable gives the choice to you. The who, what, and when that's right for you.
Personal choice. That's what cable TV's about. It lets us decide what's important so we can grow together, and I like that.
Cable's right. 'Cause cable's not just more choice. It's your choice.
Friends, the words begin now and they will continue. Please listen. Lester, you listen as well. It is the saddest and the happiest moment of the episode. Lester, don't even try to understand. I'm about to explain to you and to the friends. It's the goodbyes. It is the happiest part of the episode because I know everything behind me has been filmed. And it's done, and it's in the rearview mirror, and I'm cruising down to let's go home and go to bed because it's almost 1 a.m, but I still ponder the Chinese food that's calling me. Hark! Do you hear it too? Why is it the saddest? Because we have to say goodbye. Friends, we can do that now because you've already seen the hat the entire time. It's the saddest because I have to say goodbye until next week. But next week I will see you again, and we will film more nonsense and more drivel and more... Okay? So Colin...
Real bad man.
Take solace in the fact that we will return next week. Lester, that's what you're supposed to be telling me. And also, if I may, I can't tell right now, but in earlier shots, the callers were perhaps flapping their wings in the breeze. I've tried to settle them down. I can't tell from the playback if they are at ease or if they are still in flight. Lester, you should have told me. This is real. This is real. Lester, I'm going to take a moment to itch my eye here. You know, you remember a few episodes back where I said this is something? I still believe this is something. And perhaps one day, men like Pig Boss, men like Mike D and Son Langdon, men like Retro Ray, men like my tag team partner over at the Jason Nupp. There'll be more men like that who recognize greatness. Guys, it's coming. I can feel it. Lester, I know you can't, but it's coming. Okay? Have we covered 1984? Yes, we have. Okay. One thing I'd like to mention was the evil penny from last week. I did keep it on my persons at all times this week, and not much bad luck happened that I can remember. So perhaps after 32, 34, or perhaps after 32, 33, or 34 years, the curse has been broken. Jay, do you hear that? The evil penny has lost its powers. Again, have I said this is real? I have. Lester, it's time to put the 40th to bed. Tuck it in. Make sure it's warm. Poof up the pillows. Is it the cold side or the warm side? Which one do you like? I like the cold. I almost knocked over the... I like the cold side. Lester is telling me to shut it, as I'm sure you are as well. God knows what minute marker we're at in this episode, but it's been a doozy. It's been a pleasure, and I'm going to shut it. But first, before I shut it, the pepperettes are a firm $12. This has been the 40th, and there is still no haggling. The pepperettes seinen steifig $12 ein Aufdinger.
A recognized symbol of excellence in
dramatic comedy.